Hi guys, so today we have this great masterpiece from HP. This is the HP EliteBook 1030G2 that you're going to do a review of, and this is how it looks like just from far. Yeah, and just before getting into the review of this laptop, you see this HP logo, it usually amazes me because just have a look at how the logo is written. Yeah, we have those, it's like slashes, very simple, but just from far you can, or even if you've been born, maybe let's assume you're born today, and then someone tells you to read these, yeah, you can easily conclude that this is HP. So on this logo design, I really give it up to HP designers. So now, so much for the logo, because that was not the topic for today. Let's have a look at this HP 1030G2 and what's in it. So as usual, first things first, the body design is metallic. It's silver in design, but metallic. We have magnesium alloy here, so it's very strong. Yeah, and it's not that big. It's around 1.28 kilograms. That is so light, it can easily fit in your bag. We have a 13.3 inch display size, so again it's small. And just have a look at it. This is how the interior looks like. You can flip it to 360 degrees if you like. So this, you can turn it to a tablet, or you can turn it into a workhorse while you have the screen display sitting like this. Forgive my camera guys on this one, I'm having lighting issues. And once again, if you feel like you can support this account, you've been following for a long time and want to support or donate something to this account, I really appreciate somebody will be able to donate for me a camera guys, because for so long I've been using my mobile phone's camera, and I think maybe it's time, it's like it's getting worn out because it's getting affected by light. Yeah, so first things first, what are the most important things that you love to see about this machine, or you love to know about the 1030G2 laptop that I have on my hand right here? Let's have a look at the ports as usual. They're on the right hand side. So first we have this is the charging port. You can see it's the blue pin. I normally call it the blue pin HP charger, because it's a small charger with a blue pin. Let me just bring it over so that you see how it is. Yeah, so this is the blue pin. It normally goes in through here. Yeah, then we have USB 3.1 port right here. We have HDMI port. I love a laptop that has HDMI port because there won't be need to add those extensions or dongles, yeah, so that you can use this HDMI port. So it's just plug and play because HDMI is so common. Then we have Kingston's lock right in the middle here. You have a USB Thunderbolt C port here. With this port you can do, like, it can also charge your laptop. You can also charge this 1030G2 through this port using a Type-C charger of 45-65 watts. You can also use this port as a display port. You can use a data transfer port. So it's a multifunctional port that is so crucial on these modern day laptops. Then right here, forgive my camera once again guys, so here we have, you see, we have the micro SIM card slot here. This is so important too. That means that you can use your SIM card on this laptop to access internet, and that is something that is usually optional because you can have this port here, but that does not mean that your laptop will automatically support SIM card capabilities unless you have the 4G LTE network card on the motherboard. It's something optional. You can buy it, but once you see this, it means your laptop supports it. So if you don't have it functioning, you can buy the network adapter card and then have it placed on your laptop for it to work. Then on the left hand side we have the power button right here. This power button is strategically placed on this point. I'll tell you why in the next part. Then you have another USB 3.1 port here. You have a microphone and audio jack combo right here. Then you have volume knobs right here, volume up and down. Yeah, then you have this SC or smart card reader slot right here. I know this slot is not so important to most of you because I'm very sure 99% of you rarely use this port. In fact, it's high time HP stop maybe producing laptops with this port. They make it optional because this port also, it's like a weak point for dust to get into the machine, because most of you, I know you don't use this port. Yeah, And so why are these ports placed right here? So these ports were designed to be on this side, so that when you're using this laptop, remember it's 2-in-1, so when you're using it in this tablet mode design, yeah, you can just easily turn it on through here, reduce and increase volume through these knobs that you have there. I hope they are visible, and that's why they were designed like that. So when you're holding it like this, you have all your controls right there. Again, now let's have a look at the bottom part. So another thing that I loved about this machine is ventilation. Just look at how well or how good the ventilation ports were designed. So you have inflow of air through this part, which is not so big, but at least it's just big enough to allow inflow of air through the machine, because this is where we have the fans. Then here we have for outflow of air, other ventilation port. See, we have that nicely written EliteBook logo there. Then we have speakers. These are speakers for ports, or just ventilations for the speakers, so that when you're using the laptop on the table, you get to punch on the surface and you get to hear some crispy sounds from this laptop. Remember, the sound system on this laptop is designed by Bang & Olufsen, so it has great speakers. Yeah. Again, now let's have a look at the keyboard. So for the keyboard, it usually has a keyboard that has a backlight. So see, we have backlit keyboard. This is a sign that your keyboard is backlit. Yeah, the travel distance, I found it quite impressive. You don't get tired while typing on it, even though the travel is not that like deep as in the Lenovo ThinkPads, but it's great. It's great. Yeah. Then we have security features. We have the fingerprint reader here. You just place your finger here. I prefer this compared to the one that you have to slide the fingers, because this one is so efficient. Yeah. Then again here we have so impressive things. Just have a look at the camera from far. Yeah, you can see we have camera right here. Then you see these black spots right there. I don't know if they are visible. This means that it has IR face scanner, and this again is something that is optional. You might have one that doesn't have it, but the one that I have it has an IR face scanner here on the camera. So in terms of security, this laptop is well equipped, because you have face scanner, then you have the fingerprint scanner. So signing in is very much easier and very much secure. Again, we have a glass trackpad right here. Something I love about having a glass trackpad is that even if you use it like on a daily basis, even a countless number of times, you won't get to see this surface getting worn out, because this is glass surface and it doesn't easily wear out, as compared to the other laptops that have maybe plastic trackpad or even metallic trackpad, because with time you'll get to have to see here looking like it's a bit worn out. So this is a big plus on this great machine. Again, the 1030G2 that I have here is it's a Core i5 7th gen right there. The hinges is so good, don't worry about the hinge. It's designed to flex up to 360, so it's very strong. Let's now turn it on so that you see the internal specs, the screen resolution, and everything that maybe I might be missing on. So as usual, the power button right there. Let's turn it on. We see how fast it takes to turn on. So 1, 2, 3, we go. See, we have the lighting icon there. It's going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds, guys. 9 seconds. It only took 9 seconds to turn this great machine on. So remember, this HP EliteBook 1030G2, it's a Core i5, and let's just have a look at the specs first before I get to show you the screen resolution. Or first, let's have a look at the screen or the display resolution. This is so interesting. We have a very small screen size here. It's a 13.3 inch, and the bezels are not that thick. It's slim, as you can see. So you have, it's small display, but at least you have a very big surface to work on, as compared, because there are some laptops that maybe the screen display is very small, but you have the bezel being so big, so it doesn't look good. So screen resolution, as usual, I normally advise you to just come to the screen. Remember, it is touch, so come to the screen there. Let me just touch. Then display settings. So the display settings, yeah, so here, see, the display resolution is 1920 by 1080, so that is full HD. And then the refresh rates, come to this side. Refresh rates here, you can see we have 60 Hz refresh rates. Yeah, so that means with the display that we have here, it can handle, like, if you're doing things like video editing, or maybe you're just watching a 4K movie or a high resolution movie, then you'll get to see the images being crispy, clear, and awesome. Then the anti-reflective capability of it is not that good, but at least trying. You can see here, I have the light above me here, and I can see on the screen it's a bit distractive, but at least the screen is anti-glare, and it will be able to absorb most of the sunlight or reflections coming on the screen, so you can be able to use it on outdoor environments. And again, the brightness levels are so high on this machine, so maybe if you're using this laptop in an outdoor environment that is well lit, if you put it to maximum resolution, that is about 300 nits of brightness we have here, maximum brightness levels, then you'll be able to use this laptop in a room that is well lit without having your eyes to struggle seeing things. You know, if you're using a laptop that is not, the screen is not that bright in an outdoor environment, you will be able to see what you're doing. Yeah. So system properties, as usual, just come to Control Shift Escape. Then you have the task manager opening. At the task manager, just go to more details, then performance tab. So here you'll be able to see all the properties of your laptop. And remember, these properties here cannot be forged. So if you're getting to purchase a laptop, you'll be able to see all the properties from this point. So the 1030G3 that I have here, 1030G2, sorry, the CPU is of Core i5 7300U. This the first digit here is the generation, so it's 7th gen, and we have base speed of, is the most interesting part. So the base speed is 2.71 gigahertz of base speed. That is so good for a so slim laptop like this. Imagine how slim this laptop is. Yeah, very slim, sleek. Yeah. But with these, let me just put it normal. Yeah. So unfortunately we have, let me just try to rotate the screen to the angle that we want. Just have to, it's okay. Yeah, so there. Sorry about that. So system properties, see, base speed is 2.17 gigahertz of base speed. Then we have number of cores, 2 cores. Then we have 4 logical processors, so it's dual core with 4 logical processors. Not that bad because the speed is so good. And remember, at turbo boost the speed can go up to 3.8 gigahertz, which is also good for such a slim laptop. Then memory, so with the laptop that I have here, 1030G2, it comes with 8 GB of RAM. And remember, what you have the form factor is written sodium, so it means the RAM on this laptop is soldered on the motherboard. You can't expand it. So if you're going to buy one with 16 GB of RAM, then get one with 16 GB of RAM at that point. And if you want one with 8 GB of RAM, then get one with 8 GB of RAM at that point, because you won't be able to upgrade the RAM later. It's something on the motherboard. Just on the form factor I see here, it's written sodium, so that means you can't upgrade the RAM on this laptop. That's one of the disadvantages with it, but again, it's not a disadvantage. If you have cash, just go for one with 16 GB of RAM. Then disk. The disk we have here, we have a SanDisk SSD of 256 GB. You can see right there, 256 GB, and it's written right here to 239 GB. That's what you can see. If you are good in capacity storage, then it will normally written 39 GB, 239. It won't be written 256 GB. Yeah. Then the type is SSD. You can see there we have type SSD. Wi-Fi, we have Intel dual band wireless AC adapter for Wi-Fi. It has very good reception of Wi-Fi at even high speeds, so you won't get disappointed with that network card that we have there. The GPU, this is something so interesting again about this laptop. We have Intel HD graphics 620. Go research about this integrated graphic. Even though it's integrated of around 4 GB, this graphic card can perform most tasks like entry, video editing, and if you're somebody who's doing, let's say, programming, AutoCAD and what, this laptop can easily handle those stuff, because we have good processor here at very good processing speed. We have a good GPU that can handle high graphics, so it's good for entry level graphic designs, video editing, and even maybe, I don't know what I've forgotten, but those entry level stuff is so good with this. But remember, this is a business laptop, so if you want to work with it for business stuff like office work, then be assured that it won't disappoint you at all, because for those business or light duty stuff, it's like nothing on this machine. Yeah, it won't feel you won't even get to hear the fans overheating or being so loud, because those are so light tasks to it. The speakers, I won't be able to test the speakers due to sound copyright issues, but let me assure you that from all the HP EliteBooks that I've seen, HP EliteBooks that I've reviewed, not mentioning the ProBook, HP EliteBooks, 1030 series have some of the best speakers. Yeah, almost even the 840, the speakers are designed by the Bang & Olufsen, the sound, but on 1030G2, 1030G3, can assure you that those speakers are so great. Yeah, there are two speakers. There are two speakers, one on this channel, another on this side, but the speakers, they have this. Okay, let's assume we have the speakers on the right hand side. On the right hand side, we have one speaker that is specifically for bass and another one for mid-range. This other side, we have one for bass and another for mid-range. So just to correct that, there are 4 speakers on this laptop, so as to enhance the crispiness of the sound, the clearness, the loudness. Everything is just so perfect. That is all for the HP 1030G2, and if you felt that there's something I really left behind, add it in the comment section. If you have any other question, add in the comment section. What do you have to say about this logo, and what do you have to say about this 1030G2 masterpiece? Remember, with this laptop you can also use a stylus pen on it, because it supports the pen and touch input. Let me just show you something here on the system property. Yeah, so system property, you have pen and touch input. So if you have that stylus pen, you can also use it on this laptop. It doesn't come with it, but you can buy one at an extra cost. Concerning the price, I'm not going to mention it as much because it varies from one country to another, but for Kenyans, this HP EliteBook 1030G2 goes for around 38,000 Kenya shillings to 40,000 Kenya shillings. So it all depends on where you buy it from. See you next time on another great review like this one.